Hey everyone. So, I decided to shoot another car video, but it's actually not going to be a rant today. Just a quick explanation as to where I've been. A lot of people are wondering, Popeye, what happened to you? Where you been? I get messages, emails, tweets, constantly. And somebody just said to me the other day, I saw them comment on a video I uploaded on YouTube. And the comment was, Popeye, where have you been? Your show used to be so popular, people are wondering what happened to you. Well, my broadcasts still are extremely popular, so don't worry about that. But, yes, I used to be very much all over the place. And on radio, you couldn't turn on the alternative media radio outlets without hearing my voice once or twice a week, whether I was doing shows or being interviewed on people's shows. But in the end of 2014, and anybody that's been a listener for a long time knows this, at the end of 2014, my wife and I, Marseille, had purchased the house, and we had moved from the location we were at to our current location. And about a month after we bought the house, Marseille very unfortunately and very unexpectedly passed away from an asthma attack. And it happened, it was a pretty traumatic event the way it happened, and she ended up, I've talked about it before, long story short, it drastically affected me, and I took some time off of radio, and I actually went back to doing live shows about a month afterward, but they were sporadic. Like, I started off where I was doing it like maybe once a week, and at the time my show was like 3 days a week, so I cut back to 2 days, and even 2 days a week was too much, and then I was doing 1 day, and that was perfect for me. And I was doing 1 day for a while, and everything was going fine, and then very unexpectedly and out of nowhere, and with no warning and no explanation since, tried to acquire an explanation but have been ignored, Truth Frequency Radio decided to remove my show from the lineup and remove my archives from the site. As I said, I'm not going to come on and shit talk anyone. You can all draw your own conclusions. I don't know why. I've heard multiple reasons why it happened. I've been told by different people. They were told different reasons, and the only thing that was said to me was the stupidest reason the day I had inquired about what was going on, and it was very short and sweet, and it was an outright lie. And then when I called it out that it was an outright lie, the conversation between me and that person ceased and has not picked up since. So you learn who your friends are and who they aren't. Anyway, so I'm not on TFR anymore either, which is fine. I don't really need a radio network to do my show. There's plenty of ways to do it. I have the encoding and broadcasting software. I've been doing live stuff from YouTube here or there to play with it. I honestly just haven't had a ton of time to be able to do a 2-hour show or do anything in the past couple months, honestly, because I've had so much going on. You know, I'm rebuilding my life. Rad Chick and I are together, and she's had some health problems the past year, so I've been making sure that my focus is on her, taking care of her. My dad's in his 70s, is a disabled vet. He just moved to be closer to me because his health isn't the greatest, and you know, we want to hang out and spend some time together, and I want to keep an eye on him. In fact, that's what all the crap in the back of the car, including the ladder and everything else you see. I'm going over to his condo right now that he got up here. And he's still down where he lives in South Florida. And I'm going to go do some work on it for him and get some stuff done on this beautiful Friday afternoon into the evening. Break out the old damage controlman in me. So, long story short, life the past 2 years has, gotten in the way. And after losing my wife and going through that experience, I wanted to make sure that if I'm going to do this, it has to be something that's powerful. I don't want to just come on air and talk about news. I want to do something that actually moves people and, you know, helps them change their perspective and see things in a different light. So, that being said, I have decided, and I did this a while ago, to focus more on quality than quantity, and that's what I've been doing. I'm still around. In fact, I just did a remastered one of my older shows from a couple years ago when the 50th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination came up. I had done a couple special broadcasts, and the one in the archives, the audio was kind of shit. I didn't like it, and I had the original files and everything that I put the show together from, so I went back and opened all that up again in my editing software, and I added a 2016 spin to it, 2016 touch. I added new graphics, I put video in there to go along with the eyewitness testimony, because the eyewitness testimony that I played, there were accompanying videos to go along with it, but I just didn't put them up on YouTube back in the day, and the copyright police were even worse than they are now. But long story short, I put the whole thing together, put it up on YouTube, and just like I thought, it got nailed. So I tried to upload it to Facebook, and it sat processing on Facebook for like 18 hours and then failed. It wasn't the length of time, because I uploaded it to my FedJack page. It was just, like, no reason given, just it's processing, and it wouldn't move past the processing phase. So I deleted the video and re-rendered it in an HTML5 friendly format. It's a mouthful. And uploaded it to the Federal Jack server. And now you can watch it right from our video player. I made a post about it. It's called JFK, A Case for Conspiracy. And it's right up on the front there. So, anyway, I do stuff like that. I'm still doing stuff like that. Some of my older, really awesome interviews that I've done that, I've only gotten maybe 5,000-6,000 views on YouTube. And some of that information needs to be thrown back out there again, because it's almost like people need to relearn the basics again, especially after the whole election and forgetting everything. So, what I'm going to do is some of my really good, all my stuff is good, but some of the really powerful interviews with certain individuals, I'm going to remaster just like I have and put more video and stuff in there. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye, DTRH Radio Archives on YouTube. You can always go there. That's where my YouTube archives are. That's the channel, DTRH Radio Archives, that I'm going to be doing the live broadcasts from too. So that's good. I got all that. That had been turned off by YouTube for a minute, but I got that all squared away. So that's finished. So we're good to go in that aspect. So DTRH Radio Archives, that's the live channel on YouTube. PopeyeRadio.com, that's the URL that'll bring you to the Down the Rabbit Hole with Popeye downloadable archive page, and it's just an old school directory listing, and it's white background with blue lettering, and you'll see Down the Rabbit Hole, and it's got a date and a subtitle, and there's hundreds of episodes there. They're blue because they're hyperlinks, each one of them. You can either click on them and play right there from your browser, or you can right click and download it, save it, which I urge you to download all of them. That's why they're there for free. I don't get paid for doing radio. I've been doing this over 5 years, and I haven't made $1 off of it. No one's ever paid me to do this. I do it because, the truth needs to be told and people need to hear it. So, I'm still around. I'm not going anywhere. Federaljack.com just actually got a facelift after a couple years, and we're playing with the site. When you open it on mobile phones and stuff, we're moving stuff around so it looks as clean as it possibly can be, because it's a responsive site, so it shrinks down to fit on mobiles and tablets. And we just got a lot more stuff going on. Like I said, more quality over quantity, and that's the way it's been for the past couple years, even before Mersey passed. And then Mersey passing, and I had just moved. That's a lot of stuff to deal with. So I I could have quit if I wanted to, but that's not my game. Marissa wouldn't have wanted me to quit. I told you guys that when I did the show. There's a really good show broadcast that I did the first time I came back on air after she passed. It's called The Legacy of Marissa, November 14th, 2014. I actually remember the exact date of it. November 14th, 2014. It's in my archives. The Legacy of Marissa. Listen to it. Very good episode. Anyway, that's why I have Be the Change tattooed on my side of my neck. It's her favorite motto. She believed in it. She lived her life that way, and that's how I live my life. And tattooing that on the side of my neck, you know, it honors her, but it's a conversation piece. People ask me about it, and I can have a conversation with them and tell them, hey, maybe you can be the change. So, anyway, that's where I've been. And, you know, I mean, there's more to it in between all that, but that's, you know, 2 years. 2 years is a pretty long time to most people, but to me it seems like it was literally yesterday, a blink of an eye. So, anyway, I don't want to go long, and I think I've said anyway and probably too many friggin' times in this video. These things aren't scripted. I'm driving and I get a rant in my head or I get something on my mind. I decide I should probably make a video about it and record it. So, sorry about the sun glare. I can see there's like some sun glare in the window. Just because I'm kind of going northeast, I should say. So, the sun's kind of coming in the way that it's coming in the window. Kind of sucks right now. Of course. Of fucking course. Anyway. So, I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. But I'm putting out, you know, more quality over quantity. Things that are more important. I can expose things. I can go back stuff I've already exposed that maybe people that are just waking up now to are like, oh my god, did you hear about this? Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me just, here you go. Like the Pizzagate thing. I've been throwing things out in hashtag Pizzagate with some of the interviews I've done over the years with people like Fritz Springmeier and others about all the Satanism that goes on and the pedophilia and all the evil crap and the other shows I've done on it. So I'm going to remaster a lot of those things since, you know, the truth is coming out more and more and more. People need to learn the basics again because there's a lot of people that don't understand the basics, and it's just like anything else. If you don't learn the basics, you can't go do more advanced stuff. You know, the military doesn't let you go into infantry school until you go through basic training. You know, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. I know basic training is kind of mind control. I understand all that. I've exposed it myself. I know. But you get my point. Anyway, enough said. So, I'm not going anywhere. I love you all. And thank you for listening to me rant for probably, I don't know, what is it, like 15 minutes now? Probably 13, 15 minutes, somewhere around there. Anyway, I love you all, and I do believe in all of you. I believe sincerely that you all really are the solutions to the problems this world has and that we face collectively as humanity. And I'm not saying, ooh, collectivism, I'm just saying collectively as humanity, we're all in the same biosphere. We all face the same problems. So, maybe we should all try to be the solutions to those problems instead of asking the very people that usually are the ones causing the problems to be the solutions. That's just an idea. I don't know. Anyway. Love you all. Go be the superheroes I know you all are. Go be the change. You all rock. Thanks for listening. Catch you again soon.